Hey everyone, welcome to another installment of Around the League. Today we are taking a look at a conference that we have already talked about, this of course being the Mountain West Conference. Now, with everything going on in college sports, specifically Division 1, we've talked before about how the Pac-12, after it collapsed the first time, has now kind of rebuilt itself out of what used to be the major Mountain West schools. The Mountain West, of course, is not a Power 5 conference, and you could argue that the Pac-12 still isn't, but has replaced a lot of its members with Mountain West members. Now, the Mountain West is trying to rebuild itself with a lot of other conference members, specifically the Big West and Conference USA. And so, with all of the departing members from the Mountain West going to the Pac-12, today we're going to take a look at the Mountain West, how it's going to look when everybody joins for the 2026 college sports season, starting next summer as of this video coming out. So, that leaves 10 schools to talk about here, and we're going to start in the far west. Not the Mountain West necessarily, unless you're talking about the volcanoes. The school, of course, we're looking for is the University of Hawaii at Manoa. And if you're unfamiliar with the geography of Hawaii, Manoa is near Honolulu. Honolulu is, of course, on the what is considered the fourth major Hawaiian island in Oahu. Zoom in on Honolulu here on the southern end, and Manoa is just going to be down the highway to the southeast. There is the University of Hawaii at Manoa, the Rainbow Warriors, or Rainbow Wahine. They are currently members of this conference as just football. They will be joining as full-time members out of the Big West starting in 2026. Let's then go over to California, and there are two schools in California we need to touch on as I zoom way out. Let's stay in the United States here. First one is going to be up in San Jose. Find the Bay Area and go all the way to the south to San Jose here. Do apologize for my screen freezing a little bit there. And we are looking for San Jose State University. And SJSU is going to be located right in downtown San Jose. So if we zoom in here on the heart of San Jose, there it is right there. San Jose State University, of course, home to the San Jose State Spartans. There's one other school now joining in California. Of course, we have to find the city of Davis, California, which is up by Sacramento. Best known as the Cal Aggies, Cal Davis is located right there to the western side of town. Memorial Union right at the heart of campus, and then of course the stadium over here, home to the UC Davis Aggies. That is UC Davis Health Stadium. Next, let's go over to Phoenix. Now, this is a new school to the conference. This is a school that just joined this year as a recording for the 2025 season. This is the other major school in Phoenix, not Arizona State. We are talking about Grand Canyon University, my wife's alma mater. So if you go kind of up north of downtown Phoenix here, and then north until you hit Camelback Road, and then continue west on your way toward Glendale, there sits Grand Canyon University. The Antelopes, better known as just the GCU Lopes. This school does not have a football team as a recording. There is GCU Stadium, home to their field sports, but they do not have a football team, which is why their membership in this conference was kind of speculated because the numbers didn't quite match up with what is necessary to remain an FBS school. But of course, now with all of the additions to the conference, there should be 10 schools, which means 9 football members going into 2026, still makes them eligible for FBS football. Let's go over to New Mexico then, one school in New Mexico, that of course being the University of New Mexico. Already a member, this is up in Albuquerque. And zoom in here, we should be able to fairly easily find the University of New Mexico right there in the heart of town. The New Mexico Lobos, right there in the heart of Albuquerque. Let's go back to Nevada. Two schools in Nevada, both called the University of Nevada. First one's down in Las Vegas. This is UNLV. UNLV's primary campus located just to the north of what is now Harry Reid International Airport. There you find it just east of the MGM Grand. This is the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, the Rebels. Of course, they play their football off campus at the stadium shared with the Las Vegas Raiders, right there across from Mandalay Bay. That is Allegiant Stadium. The other school is typically just known as Nevada. That is the University of Nevada in Reno. So zoom in on Reno here, and we should be fairly easily able to find the University of Nevada, Reno. It is located just to the north of downtown, there on the northwestern edges of town. Mackay Stadium, not home to the most successful football team of all time, but the Wolfpack of the University of Nevada, located there in Reno. Let's go over then to Wyoming. And Wyoming has a returning member to this conference in the University of Wyoming, the only D1 school in the state. Two major cities in Wyoming, those being Casper and Cheyenne. And next to Cheyenne is the town of Laramie. And if you zoom in on Laramie, the university built by Josh Allen. That is War Memorial Stadium, home to the brown and gold of the Wyoming Cowboys, located there in the small town of Laramie, Wyoming. Go down to Colorado. One member in Colorado, of course, with the move of Colorado State, it is in Colorado Springs. So to find Colorado Springs, we zoom out here and go to the south of Denver. And just to the south of Denver, you're going to find Colorado Springs. Zoom in on Colorado Springs. To the northwest of town here, the very, very far north and slightly west, is going to be what is known as the United States Air Force Academy. Kind of a spread out campus. Of course, it is an active military base in addition to a school. But there, right kind of in the middle of nowhere on the campus, is Falcon Stadium, home to the Air Force Falcons. The only military institute in this conference, of course, the other two major military institutes, I should say, play in the Patriot League on the eastern coast. But that is the Air Force Academy located there in Colorado Springs. And one more member to touch on, it is down in Texas, a new joining member in El Paso. This is the only school joining from Conference USA. Find El Paso just to the north of Ciudad Juarez in Mexico, and this is home to UTEP, the University of Texas at El Paso. There's their stadium right there, known as the Sun Bowl. It sits right on the western edge of the University of Texas, El Paso. That is home to the UTEP Miners. I will not be making a joke in this video, but Miners football located there at the Sun Bowl. And with that, those are all 10 schools making up the future of the Mountain West Conference. I will make updates to this video if things change, but as of now, that is how things sit ahead of the 2026 season. Let me know what you thought of this video. If there are other conferences that need updating, let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, check out the playlist for more content like this. Plenty of other non-sports content on the channel. If you like it, feel free to like and subscribe. It does wonders for the channel, and we hope to see you back here sometime